Hey everyone, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Trash or Treasure. This time, I am taking a look at Wii Sports. This game was originally released back in 2006 alongside the original Wii. But here's the $1,000,000 question here, people. Is this game still a worthwhile treasure, or is it just another piece of trash? I say we find out now. Wii Sports is a 2006 sports game developed and published by Nintendo for the original Wii. The game was released here in North America alongside with the Wii on November 19th, 2006, and it was also released in Japan, Oceania regions, Europe the following months. The game is a collection of 5 sports simulations designed to demonstrate the motion sensing capabilities of what I consider to be the worst controller known to mankind, the Wiimote, or the Wii Remote. The 5 sports included are tennis, baseball, bowling, golf, and boxing. Players use the Wiimote to mimic actions performed in real life sports, such as swinging a tennis racket or golf club or baseball bat, or punching someone directly in the face. The rules of each game are simplified to make them more accessible to new players. The game also includes features such as a training and fitness mode that monitor players' progress in the sport. I don't know how that works, mostly because I never bothered on using it. There was a sequel question mark released back in 2009 called Wii Sports Resort, which I want to say is a more superior title. And there was also a 2013 HD remake question mark again called Wii Sports Club for the Wii U. But I say those games are different stories for another day. For now, since this game doesn't have any form of story, which makes my job a hell of a lot easier, let's just jump into the different sports. Alright, as you can see, I switched filming locations. I am actually in someone else's room, and right behind me is a much better looking footage of Wii Sports, mostly because I don't own any form of Elgato capturing device, and I just simply refuse to order one for over $100. So, without further ado, let's just jump into the 5 sports that are selectable right in the main menu. Starting with tennis, we can actually choose from 3 different options. Those being single game, which is pretty self-explanatory, best out of 3, which you need 2 wins for each match, and best out of 5, which you need 3 wins in order to win the game. For this demonstration, I will be doing a best out of 3. So overall, this game actually does look pretty good for something that goes up to. Okay, keep in mind, this is actually being played on a Wii U since the Wii U can actually play Wii games. So, yeah, I say this is kind of like an upscale. So, yeah, I say this is pretty good HD quality Wii Sport content. But unfortunately, if you're like someone like Professor, you just use the original console. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for Wii Sports Tennis, I guess. Overall, I'd say it's rather simple in a way. It's a pretty good time waster, I'll classify that as. Is baseball, which I say is also rather simplistic, but there are also a few tricks you can also use. Also, if you hear any grunts, that's mostly because I'm actually playing the game as this is recording. So overall, I say Wii Sports Baseball is also pretty good looking, even if you're playing this on the original Wii. Up next is bowling. Now, this is rather one of many Wii Sports owners' favorite option to do in this entire game. Mostly because, well, who doesn't love bowling? Now, if you're playing this with multiple people, like me, then you basically just take turns as if you're playing Super Mario Brothers on the NES. So yeah, there are also many tricks you can do. Like for instance, I'm gonna demonstrate one right now. This is honestly the most infamous one of them all. And it's still hilarious to do. I'm actually wondering if someone at a bowling alley did actually do this. If so, what were the consequences? Up next is golf. And as you can see, we actually have 4 different options. Beginner, which is obviously the easy mode. Intermediate, which is the token medium difficulty. Expert, which is hard mode. And 9-hole game, which basically combines all 3 of them. For this demonstration, I will be doing the beginner difficulty. Now, of course, this is also 2-player, so you basically have to take turns and see who actually gets the least amount of strokes, I guess. And of course, this is the token tutorial. I actually hear people say that this is their least favorite Wii Sport option in the entire game. Also, if you do hear me stuttering, that's mostly because I'm doing this without a script. I am doing this for you all. So, this is basically just a tutorial. And as you can see right here, that's basically it. If you play real life golf, you basically played Wii Sports golf. So the basic competition is that whoever has the least amount of strokes basically wins. But if you see that happen, that basically means you swung too hard or the wind basically worked against you. So yeah, it's overall pretty basic, I want to say. And for the final sport, we have boxing. And oh my god, this is easily my least favorite. Mostly because not only do you need a freaking Wiimote, let alone one that has Wii Motion Plus inside, but you also need this fucking thing! The nunchuck is easily what I consider my least favorite accessory in any form of Wii content. And somehow this thing is required for this. Why not just use 2 Wii remotes? It is that easy. Whatever, let's just get this over with. But good thing for the 2013 good thing for Wii Sports Club, which is the... See? Oh my god, this is... I'm basically swinging my arms like a madman here. And yeah, I'm not doing a fucking thing. You can also block, which basically means you hold your Wiimote and the nunchuck in front of your face. But it barely works. It's barely that useful. Sorry if I'm not making any sense here. But in all honesty, boxing will easily take the most amount of breath out of you. And the main objective is to just either get a TKO or just a normal knockout. And oh my god, it is fucking unplayable. Like, good god. See? I don't even know how this even works. How can people actually enjoy this? But overall, that's pretty much it for every single Wii Sport option there is in the original Wii Sport. So that's pretty much it for Wii Sports. As you can see from the previous footage that I showed, some of the sports you'll love, but some you'll just loathe to the point you'll just rage, like I did during the boxing option. So, out of 10, what would I give Wii Sports? To be honest, it was good at the time of its release, but with Wii Sports Resort existing, I'd say the original Wii Sports gets a 5 out of 10, with the ranking of a time-killing treasure. Now, I want to hear from you all. Have you ever played Wii Sports, and could you recommend this to a friend? Leave your answers in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel, it'll really help me out, and give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and follow me on my social medias. Links are down below. As always, I've been Horror Kid, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye bye, and have a great rest of your day, everybody.